Hello everyone, welcome to BCC Health Talk. How are you all doing? Today we'll be discussing about immunity. So immunity is body's resistance to fight against any disease. So Ayurveda, which is 5000 years old science, has beautifully mentioned a concept for immunity which is called as Vyadhi Shamatva. One of the important texts in Ayurveda is Ashtanga Hridaya. So Ashtanga Hridaya mentions about Dinacharya. So Dinacharya is basically the things which we should follow. It mentions when to wake up, what time to wake up, then after waking up we should pass all our natural urges, bowel movement should be clear, and then how we should brush, with what material we should brush, how we should do exercise, how long we should do exercise, and how should we do oil massage daily, and what all things we should do. So right after Dinacharya chapter there is another chapter called as Ritucharya, which mentions about the regimens which we should follow in every season to stay healthy. As in my clinical practice, I come across a lot of patients coming with psoriasis, skin disease, or any bronchial asthma or any other breathing difficulty, so which occurs generally during any climatic variation. So this happens because the immunity of the person becomes low. So instead of taking any medicine or even also immunity boosters, there are ways in which we can improve our immunity, which I would be discussing today. First is ahara, that is proper food, then nidra, proper sleep, brahmacharya or good celibacy. So these three things are like pillars of life. So Ayurveda mentions that in ahara, shadrasa food, shadrasa ahara should be consumed, that is food of all the tastes, that is 6 tastes, that is sweet, sour, salty, astringent, bitter, pungent should be consumed. So consumption of any one particular taste, for example too much of salty food can cause premature graying of hair, then hair fall, so many other things. So we should consume all the foods, all the tastes. Second is nidra, that is proper sleep. So these days in IT industries and all, we find that people, they work till 1 AM and then they sleep by 1 or 1:30. After that they wake up by 9 or 10 AM in the morning. So what happens is the whole biological clock gets imbalanced and disturbed, due to which the things which has to happen in the morning, for example voiding of motions, does not happen, because of which the toxins get accumulated in the body, which over a long run can cause a lot of diseases. So the third is maintaining good celibacy. These days people get married so late, 28, 30, 30 plus, and then they plan for a baby after 2 to 3 years of marriage. So what happens? As the age progresses, it becomes difficult for the couple to conceive, and the chances of fertility also decreases. So because there are so many hormonal imbalances in females and males both. Another very important factor in Ayurveda is not controlling the natural urges. So there are some 14 natural urges mentioned which we should never control. For example, suppressing of the feeling of motions. So it causes leg cramps, headache, constipation or indigestion. And another example is suppressing of urine. So when we are traveling in a bus or somewhere, and even if in schools and colleges, in office also, it has become a trend that people will control the urge and they will work continuously. So controlling of urine can also cause pain in the perineal region or lower abdominal region, then kidney stone, urinary tract infection, so many things are there. Similarly, controlling sneezing can cause severe neck pain, headache, spondylitis like things. So natural urges, whenever they are coming, we should just avoid it at the same time, we should not control it. In olden days, there was a habit in houses that if grandma was there, then the grandma would administer some castor oil with some warm milk to every kid, at least monthly once. So what happens is it causes loose motions. So it cleanses the body in a way. So that is something which we can adopt. So we can undergo intermittent body cleansing or detoxification by through simple things. like some 20 ml of pure castor oil can be taken and mixed in warm milk and can be consumed at night, so that morning the bowels are clear. Okay. Or there are so many powders like Avipattikara Churan is there, Triphala powder is there, which you will be familiar with. That also we can take with lukewarm water. So now I would be discussing about few of the symptoms for low immunity, so that you know that if you have a low immunity. For example, if your hands and feet are turning cold, or if there is dryness in your eyes, or there is frequent constipation or frequent loose motions, and there is dryness in your skin, ridges in your nails, all that are some of the symptoms. Few of the things which we can do to improve our immunity is take 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, cut it into small pieces, then roast it. You can sprinkle it in your food or you can chew it as it is and have it. Then fruits and vegetables rich in vitamin A, C, E, D, B6 like carrot, beetroot, papaya, watermelon, mosambi, orange, amla, whichever is available in the season you can buy and have it. Then consuming dry fruits like 5 almonds which is soaked, 2 walnuts soaked and 2 dates, you can have it in the morning. And also having good amount of protein like through pulses and dal, especially green gram is considered very healthy source of protein. Then even herbal tea can be prepared and can be taken. Take a small piece of ginger, grate it, and then take 3 to 4 peppers and 4 to 5 leaves of tulsi. So you can just put it in 500 ml of water, boil it, reduce it to 250 ml of water, and you can take it as a decoction, as a herbal tea, which will help in improvising your immunity. So I hope my video was informative, and if you like my video, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.